It's been a couple of weeks since I've given an update on my road to recovery with cancer. So I wanted to do that and share some thoughts and some scripture with you as I usually try to do. I'm going into my fourth week of post treatments for my esophageal cancer, um, which was at a stage 3. And I'm still, dealing with a lot of stomach issues and nausea. It seems like I sleep a lot these days because I'm just tired all the time and don't have a lot of energy. The doctors told me that I'm doing pretty good, at this point as a whole, with this type of cancer. And I should start feeling better after, 4 weeks or so. So I'm hoping I start getting some more energy back and less stomach issues and the, aches and pains that, are associated with that. Um, Due to the, fatigue, I have a hard time getting a lot done and, or doing some of the things that I want to do or would like to do. This last Sunday, I was able to get in the studio a little bit with some of my family and do a little Christmas thing and sing some songs together. That was a real blessing for me, and I'm so proud and blessed to be able to do that with them. I was pretty surprised how much it took out of me, though, and I haven't done much since. I'm hoping to get in there, this weekend some. My wife and daughters and do some things. Maybe sing a few songs again. We'll see. I was talking to my dear pastor friend Benji Graves, recently about how hard it is right now just to, do some fairly simple tasks and accomplish some things. But he was, so encouraging as always, and said sometimes you just have to, pick a little something, and you want to do and just do that, and and accomplish that. You feel good about just accomplishing that, and sometimes it's okay if you don't do anything, but just rest in the Lord. Yeah, it's good advice, and I need to realize my body is recovering from some pretty major stuff and poisoning. So I'm grateful, for even the little things and a lot of the little things that I used to just take for granted. But now sometimes the little things are big things, and I'm grateful for what I can do right now, and just taking a day at a time. You know, One of the tasks I want to accomplish is this update and talk with you a little bit. I've wanted to do it for a few days, but just didn't get it done. Haven't gotten it done. So I pray I get through this okay, and it honors the Lord and blesses you in some way. I do want to mention that on the 30th of this month, I am having a scope done, and then on the 6th of January, having another PET scan. and these will, tell if the cancer is shrunk and is dead, and whether it's metastasized and spread, to some other areas, since my treatment started. I ask be in your prayers for that. Um, but anyway, if all is well, I'll be having surgery probably sometime in February to remove part of my esophagus and lymph nodes, and still trying to wrap my brain kind of around that, and how that's going to be, and go. But we'll wait till I get a little closer and talk more about that, and what that entails, and it is my youngest kid's birthday um, today. Fraternal twins, Jonathan and Sarah, um, who just turned a whopping 31. Woohoo! And it's just it's crazy. Happy birthday, Jonathan and Sarah. I love you guys so much. Thinking about you. I'll see you soon. I'm doing this on your birthday, but I probably won't get it put up and posted until tomorrow, Saturday. But anyway, love you guys. But anyway, right now, besides the fatigue and stomach issues, I'm working on getting my weight back up some. I dropped down to about 145 pounds a week ago or so, and but I'm slowly climbing back up there. I weighed about 150-ish this morning. So I'm trying to eat a lot of small portions through the day, and things with a lot of calories and protein. But man, sometimes it's just hard, and my stomach doesn't always agree with what I'm giving it. It's not like I don't have an appetite, because I do. There's a lot of times, things sound good, look good, but they don't always go down easy or stay there. But I'm open to, suggestions of things that would be easy on my stomach, and have lots of calories and proteins. Maybe some things that of or have helped you. And my dietitian and others have given me a lot of great suggestions and ideas. But I'm definitely open to more. Even some good recipes, or something I can make, or I guess I should say my wife can make, and then make some small portions and freeze them, and I can eat them here and there. But food and lots of fluids, stay hydrated. I know part of my problem lately has been dehydration. I've ran into that issue a couple of times, and it really causes some problems. And so I'm really trying to keep up on that, and I've been going in once a week to the Cancer Institute, and getting an IV of fluids, and that always makes me feel better, and helps kind of just keep up on that. So just plugging away day at a time, trying to keep in a right good state of mind, keeping my eyes and my mind on Jesus as much as possible, and through this, and not letting myself get too down or overwhelmed with it. And my my awesome, wonderful sister um, asked me recently, where my head was, uh, or what my thoughts were on it all, the big picture. And I've also talked to my with my wife Joni about this as well. But in all honesty, I've truly resolved that my life is in the Lord's hands, and I trust Him completely with it, and it's been that way since I started into this. If I get through this, the cancer's clear and the surgery is successful, and the Lord gives me 10, 15, 20 more years, be grateful, and that'll be awesome. I'm praying for healing and success, and I know a lot of you are, and my friends and family, and I'm certainly receiving of that. Um, but if for some reason things go sideways and the Lord takes me home tomorrow, I'm okay with that too, and I pray that others will be as well. I know the Lord will take care of them and watch over them and keep them. I know He is able to keep that which I have committed unto Him, and I know they too are in His loving hands. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate that when you're going through something like this, or facing something like this, you think of the possibility of death, um, and passing on from this life, and what that will be like. Ultimately, none of us are exempt. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow, or a week from now, or eventually we'll all have to face it, and unless the Lord comes back while we're still alive, and we're part of that generation that won't see death, but will be changed in a twinkling of an eye and taken up to meet the Lord in the air. But when facing a possible death sentence, it's something you give a lot more thought to, um, and we just really never know. My brother, my brother's close friend, Bob, had a massive heart attack a couple of days ago. His wife came home from work and found him in his chair, gone, to be with the Lord, and it's just crazy. I mean, it's just so unexpected. Um, so I ask your prayers for her and family, and even my brother Todd, who's pretty devastated by it. So yeah, it's we just don't know when our time here is up, and that's why it's so important to have our trust in the Lord, and our eyes fixed on Him, knowing our life is in His hands, safe and secure in His hands, and to focus on things that matter, things that matter the most. That's really where I am, and I have repented of wasting so much time on things that just don't matter, that much, and are fruitless. Um, that's not to say, we can or shouldn't, enjoy things in life and, what we like to do, our hobbies, or playing games or whatever, hunting, fishing, sporting, whatever it is that you love to do and like to do, and spending time, doing those kinds of things, um, and friends and family. And I'm just, really talking more about, spending too much time on things at the expense of other things that really do matter. And each day is a gift of God, and we're only assured that day that He's given us. And I just don't take anything for granted anymore, and just waste precious times on things that just really don't matter. You know, I'm so grateful for the blessings I have, and my beautiful wife. I'm so grateful for the life that we have together. I'm so grateful for her being here and going through this with me. And I know I like I say I sleep a lot these days, and but I'm always grateful when I get up and she's there. I'm grateful for when she comes in and shakes me a little bit and asks, "Hey, honey, you okay?" It just means so much. And I look up and it's like, yeah, but just knowing that she's there is such a blessing. I'm so grateful for my wonderful, beautiful children, grandchildren, even great grandchildren. My family, my brother and sister, and my dear friends. I want to cherish the time that I have with them, and I do. There's some of them I haven't seen in a long time, and I wish I could get them all together in a room and just hug and embrace them all and tell them all how much I love them. That would just be wonderful. Um, but thinking on these things, that's just that's why as God's children, we should strive to be kind, loving and forgiving. To let go of bitterness and in anger or hatred towards someone or something in the past, and let it continue to haunt us and drag us down. And we just need to take that, give that to the Lord, and forgive if there's forgiveness needed, and there's somebody that has done us wrong or harmed us. Forgive ourselves. Forgiveness is freeing. Forgiveness is lets a prisoner free. Unforgiveness can cause us to be the prisoner. Unforgiveness is wanting somebody to pay. And pay a debt, and we need to let that go, and free ourselves from it, and move on as best we can. Ask the Lord to to help forgive, and just be kind in general. We don't know what somebody else is going through. Maybe we could make a difference, in that person's life, through some kind act, Um, even driving. I was thinking about this the other day, and I know for me, driving can be a real test. I don't know about you, but it can get my blood pressure up. You know, uh, you know, Traffic is getting worse and worse and worse around here. All the time, and it can be a real challenge. Getting around and going anywhere. It used to be. I can remember. It was just certain times of the day. That you didn't want to get caught out in it, but now it seems like it doesn't really matter. The traffic is always bad. And can really uh, test your nerves. All the stopping and starting, and people not doing what you think they should do, or driving how you think they should drive, and cutting you off, pulling out in front of you, all that good stuff, and can really work your patience. Um, and but even in that, we can choose to you know uh, be kind, and react and respond in a good, positive way. We can be the ones that just relax. Sing a praise song to the Lord. And let them go in front of us. It's all just a reflection of our hearts, and dealing with people, and in life in general. Yeah, it's just good practice. And you know, I know I have some issues there. When I'm driving, and I think about that a lot. And um, just yeah, just some thoughts. My the the Bible tells us to set our minds on things that are above, not on the things that are of the earth or on the earth. Colossians 3:2. Because having a heavenly mindset, gives us a right, earthly perspective. It focuses on eternal things. The things that matter the most. Our relationship with the Lord. First and foremost, and then with others. On our loved ones, and on the things that can make a difference for eternity. So many things in this world are passing away, and will pass away, but there are things that are eternal, and will last forever, and follow us. Jesus said to store up treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in or steal. Matthew 6:19 through 20. We have an inheritance in Christ Jesus, and rewards we will receive. Like the crown of life, and different rewards at that time. But there are treasures we can store in heaven. Besides that, um, you know, there are those that say they say you can't take it with you. But according to Scripture and Jesus, this is not true in the fullest sense. They say a lot of things, but I've always wondered who the they are. Is there like some kind of elite group somewhere that are like the they sayers? We are the they sayers, and when we say such and such, so it is. So let it be noted and be told to the world that they say. I think it, what's God say? What's God say? They say a lot of things. They sayers. Oh man. But, um, sure, you're probably not, gonna take that $1 million, home or, um, that classic Camaro or SS or, whatever with you. But so what? You have a mansion in heaven, and you won't need a car. You'll have amazing, majestic horses to ride, or who knows what else we might be able to ride. The mounts, or possibilities are endless. Or maybe we'll just be able to travel from one point to another. Um, just a thought, and be there in an instant, in a twinkling of an eye. Just interesting um, things to think about. But yeah, we can lay up treasures in heaven. We can take souls with us. We can take our loved ones and people God has put in our lives. He is the one who saves them, but we can be instruments in winning souls. We can, plant seeds. We can water. We can make a difference in someone's life. We can share the good news of the gospel. And point people to Christ. We can share the love of God, show the love of God by, loving others and being, Christ-like, more Christ-like. We lay up treasures by doing the things the Lord has created us to do in Christ Jesus. The eternal things that we do in this life for Christ follow us. And so, eternal things, things that matter for eternity. I think of how awesome heaven must be, how beautiful heaven must be. That was one of my mom's favorite songs, how beautiful heaven must be. And I've been thinking a lot about heavenly things, these days, and it makes me want to be a better person here while I still have time here, whatever time the Lord gives me. And, in that time we have, we are told that we have a great cloud of witnesses surrounding us. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Therefore is a hinge word, and when we see a therefore, we need to go back and see what the therefore is there for. So in the previous chapter, the Hebrew writer gives us accounts of many of the saints of old and the things they did, by faith, accounts of great acts of faith. I've heard many, call Hebrews 11, the Hall of Faith chapter, with wonderful accounts of men and women God used, to change the world. Saints He used that, walked by faith. not by sight. Some went through, very difficult, challenging times, but, their focus was on God and His high calling and of a better country, a heavenly one. Um, we have this wonderful cloud of witnesses, their examples and testimonies, and, so many who have followed them, even our loved ones in the Lord who have gone before us. Their lives and testimonies are witness to us and encourage us, through our challenges and difficult times. And, we can, encourage one another and come alongside one another, through our own difficulties and trials and experiences, and lift each other up. Um, it's it's just going to be so awesome and amazing, to see them and greet them, when we go to heaven. We will meet them along with our loved ones. What a day of rejoicing that will be. What a glorious time, that will be. And to ultimately, see the Lord and all of His glory. Oh, man, it's just an amazing thought. 1 Corinthians 2:9 says, "But as it is written, what no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love Him." When we get to heaven, we won't just be sitting on some cloud with a harp. It will be absolutely amazing, beyond what we can imagine. The glory, the glory of God everywhere. The vast wonder of the universe. The glorious work of His hands. Galaxies beyond galaxies, and just the glorious city, New Jerusalem. We can read of in Revelation 21. The house, the mansions, that the Father has built. That's going to be amazing. The vast animal kingdom. Even our beloved pets will be there.